September is less than a week away, and it is time that we talk about my TBR for the Magical Readathon. Now, if you've never heard about this readathon, I will leave all of the information in the description box. But basically, it's just the best readathon ever. Just create a character, pick a calling, follow the prompts for your calling. Jump right into all of the books that I have to read. Now, my character, she is Alexamancer. So she needs to read books for spells and incantation, restoration, and inscription. Let's go. For spells and incantations for ordinary, I need to read a book that I added to my TBR last month. Now I'm counting last month as in like the month before the readathon starts, meaning August. It's going to be on my autumn TBR anyways, and the book is Her Dark and Secret Magic. Not entirely sure what this book is about, but this cover has been calling my name for so long. It looks so autumnal. I'm 95% sure it's a witchy book, and that's all I can say about it. I apologize. Next, for qualified, I need to walk up to my bookshelf, close my eyes, and the 7th book I touch is the one I'm supposed to read. Now here's my problem. Can't help but feel that I'm cheating because I know where all of my books are. I spent a ridiculous amount of time just looking at my bookshelf for no reason. This means 9,000 is my 7th book. The 3rd book on the series is coming out on the 15th of September. I have been waiting patiently for the next book on the series, and a reread would do me wonders. If you haven't heard of it, basically we're following this girl called Alex, and she has been recruited to study at Yale University mainly because she can see ghosts, and there are different secret societies in Yale that perform questionable rituals. So she's basically there to sort of not supervise, but keep the people in the rituals sort of protected, because she's the only one who can actually see the ghosts. Guy that goes missing, and she's just trying to figure out what happened to him. It's a very dark academia. Do check out trigger warnings because there are some bad things. Hub for inscription for ordinary. I need to go to this random alphabet wheel, and whichever letter I got is the letter that the title of my book needs to start with. Very convenient for me. I got the letter I, and for that I picked up If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This book was incredibly popular last year, as you can see from the cover. Incredibly autumnal, contemporary romance, probably cutesy story, and that's all I know. I think it's a Grumpy Sunshine situation, but reversed, as in the girl is grumpy. It's autumnal. And the biggest reason why I'm so completely biased by wanting to own and read this book is because on the prologue, the story starts on July 1997. And I was born on the 2nd of July of 1997, so thank you. I love you already. I feel like there's so much pressure for me to enjoy this book based on that alone, but at the same time, because of that, there's no way I'm gonna hate it, is there? Next, this one I did struggle. For qualified, you need to read a book that has a punctuation mark on the title. Now, when have you ever seen that? Because I again looked all of my books. The only one I found with a punctuation mark is this big chunky thing. It's called Earthsea, 2 dots. The first 4 books. This is by Ursula K. Le Guin. It's a fantasy book, which sounds very interesting, but there is absolutely no way I'm finishing this for the readathon, considering all of the books I want to be reading. And then I thought a way of getting around it is these are the first 4 books. So I thought, well, if I read the first, does it count? So I freaked out and I started going on my Amazon wishlist, because for some reason that's where I found more convenient to have all the books I want to buy, even though it's not like I always buy from there. I end up buying them from Vinted. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. Basically, I had to scroll so far down to find You Again, another very autumnal contemporary romance. It's heavily inspired or gives all of the vibes of When Harry Met Sally. And again, that's all I know about this book in particular. And I love When Harry Met Sally. It's a very entertaining movie. I say I've only watched it once for the first time last year, but it's one of those I'll be rewatching through autumn. For Distinguished, I need to read an award-winning book, and for this one, I'm between two books, one being The Correspondent, which I feel like everyone has been reading this year. That's high on my list, and the other one is James, which I believe it's a retelling of Huckleberry Finn from the point of view of this character. I don't know why it sounds so interesting to me. I think I watched a video by Reading Over Reality here on YouTube, and I don't know, she made me very interested in the book, regardless of me not remembering much about it. It's been on my wish list for ever since I watched her video, so it's probably what I'll be reading, especially to break up all of this contemporary romance nonsense. That's my TBR. For Restoration Ordinary, I need to read a book that has a heart on the cover or on the title. And isn't that just so very convenient for me? Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. And The Mirror of Infinite Endings is coming out, I think, on the 23rd of September or around that time. I'm incredibly excited for that. And I've been meaning to reread the Once Upon a Broken Heart series ever since I found out about that book coming out. So, better late than never. Finally, for Qualified, I need to read a book that has a verb on the title. Now, I remember getting this prompt, I think the first time I did the readathon, back when my calling was illusionist rogue. I struggled. It made me realize that not many books have verbs on the title. At least I felt like none of the books that I had verbs on the title. It's still something that keeps me up at night. For this one, I'll be reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and another dark academia book. I know, I'm the type of person, like most people I suppose, I love dark academia, especially in the month of September. October I moved to spooky books, but still appreciate a good dark academia. I can't read them any other time of the year. Just pathetic. Sad. Why? Dreams a Whole Night, following group of theatre students, if I remember correctly, and there's a lot of Shakespeare references, which I'm looking forward to, as this year, for some reason, I have become all of a sudden very interested in Shakespeare and reading anything Shakespeare. Have I done it already? No. I have been reading his sonnets, but that's as far as I've made it. So, In My Dream the Whole Life seems like an absolute perfect book, especially for this time of year. And yeah, it's been on my TBR for so long. I don't know what's taking me so long. Just read it, I say, as if I have already read it. Those are all of the books that are on my TBR for the readathon. Now I'll probably be reading more for like extra credit. So one of the extra credits I'm thinking is, I believe it's for astronomy. The prompt is to take the last two digits or the year you were born, add them up, add that to 2000. The result you get, you add that to 2000. So I got 2016. With 2026 being, for some strange reason, the year of nostalgia for 2016, how very convenient that I got this number. Looking at books that were popular in 2016, I haven't picked up one I know for sure I'll be reading. The strongest contender at this moment is Less. It's a sort of retelling focused on the Red Queen. The day I come prepared, knowing what the books I'm reading are about, please throw a party. And with my birthday having been Alice in Wonderland themed, it seems quite appropriate to read a book that has anything to do with Alice in Wonderland. So it is a strong contender, but at the same time, it's just doesn't feel like the sort of book I want to read in September. Couldn't tell, like, I just want very autumnal books right now, anything that gives me any sort of description of autumn, that is dark academia, that has witches, ghosts, just sign me up. Anything that's not that, I'm unsure. If I don't read it for the readathon, I will read it later. That's it for now. I believe those are all of the books I'm planning to read for the Magical Readathon. Let me know if you're participating as well and what you're looking forward to reading. I would love to know. And if you're not, just let me know what book you're really looking forward to reading in general in September. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you very soon. There will be reading vlogs for all of the books mentioned, probably. And look forward to seeing you again.